Now, one of the requirements of this exam is to be able to develop scripts in either PowerShell or Bash CLI. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install PowerShell. Now, most versions of Windows for sure come with PowerShell already installed, but it may not be the right or latest version of PowerShell. If you have Linux or Mac or another operating system, you might have to download and install PowerShell if you want to use that command. So you can see here that I am running PowerShell 7 on my Windows computer. When I start up PowerShell 7, I start it up in administrator mode. So I have to go into the Windows menu and start typing PowerShell, and then there's a Run as Administrator option. Now, you can see here it's already telling me that my PowerShell is out of date because I'm running 7.03 and 7.13 is available. I can also use this psversiontable.psversion command to describe what the current version of PowerShell is. The way that you get PowerShell, if you want it, is to go to the GitHub repository, which is github.com/PowerShell/PowerShell. On this page, we can see the source code for it, but if we scroll down to the README, we can see the various operating systems and versions. So we've got obviously the Windows versions, Ubuntu, Debian, and other Linux and Mac versions. There's even a Docker container if you want to run PowerShell in a container. Now they do have both stable and preview versions. We're going to recommend the stable version, of course. If you want to download the installer, this MSI is the installer. So clicking on this will result in the MSI download of the latest stable version of PowerShell. Now I'm going to upgrade to the newer version of PowerShell just because I like to be on the latest. So I downloaded the Windows installer and I'm just going through the wizard here. So now when I start PowerShell in administrator mode, I have 7.1.3. Now, it's not enough just to have PowerShell. You also do need the Azure Modules for PowerShell. Now, Microsoft has been using what is called the AZ module for a while. There used to be a module called Azure RM, but that is now long out of date. So if I say get module name AZ list available, I can use the tab to autofill. We can see that I've actually got many versions of the AZ module installed. They install side by side. Now this is okay, it doesn't harm anything because, obviously in the 5.0.0 version, all of my AZ commands are going to come from there. Azure PowerShell does have a way of allowing you to specify the version. So if you did want to run the 4.5 version, you can actually specify that's the version of the command that I want. I'm going to do the update module name AZ to get the latest AZ module. I always like to be on the latest of things, and I think the latest is 5.7, so I don't want to be too far out of date. I do need to allow the repository to connect. It's got to be trusted, so this is an official Microsoft repository. I can trust it, PS Gallery. And you can see that it is installing the package. So we'll let that run for a little bit. So after a couple of minutes, that did complete, and let's just see what it did. So I'm going to do get module list available again, and we can see that we've just installed 5.7 alongside the previous versions. So now I'm on the latest version of the AZ module for PowerShell. Anyways, those commands do work on Linux and Mac as well. So if you're using PowerShell on those systems, these commands are the same. Hi guys, this is Scott Duffy from getcloudskills.com, and I would love to invite you. I do have courses on all of them, and the links are in the description. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below this video.
Thank you so much for watching. Click the thumbs up button if you like this video. There's the subscribe button down below if you want to see more videos like this as I create them.